Life is a mystery. Oh, hey. What's up, guys? This is Lon from Moron Life. I want to say thanks for tuning in. We got a special treat for you tonight. We have our casting episode for the season 3. For those of you who don't know, we brought on some new cast members, some newbies, as we like to call them, and they had to go through a grueling interviewing process, which we've documented, and we're going to show you tonight. So you can take a look at them in their raw form, and then when season 3 finally comes out, you'll get to see them all nice and sweaty. I don't know. Anyways, so here's the casting special for season 3, and then if you stick around the very end, we will debut our new season 3 intro that features the whole new cast. The whole new cast. Did you hear that? Anyways, stick around, check it out, casting episode. We'll see you soon.
Tell me a little bit about yourself. Where you come from, or where you?
I actually come from France.
Okay.
So you've got like a guy in your group who was born in Egypt, and
Oh yeah. Okay.
so I come from France. Moved to the U.S. 6 years ago, and actually just moved here like 3 months ago. I was in D.C. before.
Cool. What did you do in D.C.?
I came to the U.S. with a suitcase, so yeah. So I got a job, for a job, and I was doing marketing. I'm still doing marketing for the same company who basically moved me here. So, and I started acting actually in D.C. So like 4 years ago.
Cool.
I'm doing more and more. The first 2 years were kind of like, let's try and see how fun it is, and became a lot of fun. Maybe too much fun for me. So I can't see myself not doing it anymore. So
Cool.
I've done more like in the past 2 years. I've done movies, plays, and stuff like that.
Tell me about your movie work.
I started actually being involved with the 48-hour movie festival?
Yeah.
So that's how I started.
Last weekend.
Yeah. Joined a team in DC, and it was fun the first time. It took me as the lead. It's 8 minutes of that. Yeah. 8 minutes.
Got to start somewhere.
Yeah. Woo! And did it a second time this year. Last year we ended up being in the top 12. Not this year. That's all right.
What company did you work with this year? I actually had a buddy that was in it. Who were you working with?
The director?
Yeah.
Scott DeGraw. Yeah.
Okay. What was the project called?
The first one was called iHubby, and I was the hubby, basically. And I got up with a hickey on my neck, and I look at myself like, God, I cheated on my wife last night. I was drunk, I don't know why, that kind of stuff. And at the end, it's like the genre we had was mystery.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, we learned that my wife, I was so drunk on the floor, she woke me up, she used a vacuum cleaner.
Clever.
That created the hickey.
Yeah.
And this year it was a movie called Life of the Party, and I was basically I would say kind of a nerd, like someone who has no social skills, and I was just taking social interaction classes. So that was fun, so that suits me pretty well. And in between that, I've done my resume, but movie, like a student movie called Caucasian Brown, in which I was DJ, and I just get killed after 5 minutes. That was fun.
So you have no problem being in front of the camera then?
Oh, no. I thought I had the first time we made the movie, I thought, maybe I'm going to be scared, and I don't even pay attention to it. Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to talk a little bit about, so obviously we're a comedy show, and what are your biggest comedic influences? Like, what makes you laugh? What do you like?
Wow, that's a tough question. What makes me laugh?
Like, what do you like? Are there any particular shows?
I'm not going to say Joe Lewis, because
I was actually going to say, don't say that. Genius, though. Okay.
yeah, it was, but it's not understood here.
I'm writing it down. You guys are, okay.
No, I was as a kid, my mom forced me! I like I have to do give a movie star's name for comical skills would be Jim Carrey. That would be one of my guys. Not Ben Stiller type of fan.
Okay.
I'm not.
So you like physical comedy?
Yeah, I like physical comedies. I really like sitcoms, and one that I really, really like is According to Jim. Jim Belushi in it is really good. So that's kind of like. What else? I usually enjoy like silent, black and white comedy films.
Okay.
Yeah.
And, all right, this is the obligatory. What are your strengths, weaknesses as a performer?
Strength, I would say I've strong on comedy skills, so that's very physical. My face can move like in all the directions you want. I mean, I just made a green screen, a movie for a student, which only green screen worked for me, and I was a baby. I was supposed to do the movie is called Bastard Baby. I was just supposed to like groan and move my face like this. And what I did was pretty amazing with the computer. So yeah, strong physicality. Actually, the guy with whom I did the 48-hour movie said, "You're one of the best guys for physical comedy." That kind of stuff. And weaknesses. Maybe I don't trust myself enough sometimes in my instincts. So I hear something, I read the text, I hear something, I see something, and I think I can do it, but I sometimes get stuck somewhere, and I just don't know where.
Okay. Cool. Aside from nudity, is there anything you won't do as a performer?
No.
So you're pretty fearless?
Yeah, I just had to bite this guy last week. Big guy in the neck with like.
So you had to bite him?
Not biting, but like fake, like I was biting him with ragu sauce in my mouth. I was like, I'm gonna do that. He's huge. The guy was huge. I just did it. One take. Thank God.
So bite. Okay, got
But
it.
none of
No
their skills,
fear.
fighting.
Yeah, I'm not scared. I mean, I just applied for like a movie. I didn't get it, but it was a student movie in which I had to do like a physical gay scene. I mean, and I'm married, but I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? That's fine.
Good, because we do a lot of gay stuff on this show.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's all about the gay.
Okay. I've got actually my monologue. I'm working on the my signature monologue, as people call it in Los Angeles, is a piece of Sleep With Me. Have you seen the movie? Like this monologue, like about Top Gun being like a gay movie. It's really fun. I'm still working on it.
Awesome. Okay. Cool. All right. Tell us a little bit about. I can't remember. Are you more interested in writing or acting as well? I can't remember.
Yeah, it's sort of at the moment. I only started a new job yesterday,
Okay.
and
Congratulations.
it's a miracle. We've been trying for months. It's so hard.
Oh, it's hard. I know.
And then the fact that I'm Irish as well, so a lot of people will go, well, okay, we'll take an American first, and then we'll get back to you. But the thing is with the writing, I used to write for television back in Ireland, and so I have a lot of experience doing that.
And so pretty much then, so it was more writing experience than you doing acting on the show, or?
Yeah, well, myself and my friend was part of the writing team. We would come up with characters, and we would pitch them to production companies in Dublin. So how we started off was we heard a rumour that there was this production company looking for people to write sketches. So the thing was, it was in Irish, the Irish language. So myself and my friend were very basic Irish speaking. So what we did was we came up with two characters who went out and robbed a video camera from the college, and they were doing sketches. They were reenacting famous sporting moments in history. So we went to the Papal Cross in Ireland. There's a big statue where the Pope was in '79. And basically we got a big bike and a small mini bike, and we did a reenactment of the Tour de France. And it was that sketch that got us so we went into the production company. We just knocked on the door. We didn't even arrange for an appointment, and said, listen, we heard you're looking for people. So they brought us in, and we sat down and we explained the sketch to them, and it was just like blank expressions. They were just like, no. So we gave them a videotape of 3 sketches. One was cycling, one was an Irish sport called hurling. It's a bit like baseball. And then the third one was snooker, the famous snooker final. So on the strength of the 3 sketches, they gave us the job. Cool. So then we were in a writing group, so there was 10 people in the writing group. So what we did was we would do our own sketches as like a double act, and then we would edit the other people's sketches as well.
So it just worked out that we're all right with pitching
Okay,
together.
so what basically, since we're talking about acting and writing, what do you think your strengths as a, let's go as a writer?
As a writer, I'm a fast writer. I'm very visual as well. When I write sketches, excuse me, I can see it in my head. So basically I play it out in my head. It's my stuff is different in that it's visual. I can do like silent comedy where it's more visual, so I can bring that to the group. And then I'm very good at playing with words and setting up situations. So I'm very flexible and versatile. So
Okay. What about some of your weaknesses?
I think I'm very conscious if I was acting would be my accent. Excuse me, is that sometimes I speak very fast when I'm nervous, and then people are sort of torty. The T is, anytime I say torty, I get into trouble because people just like, what? Torty. And I used to live in San Francisco on 30th Avenue. So much trouble on the telephone. They're saying, I say, where do you live? I'm on 30th Avenue. And they're like, how do you spell that? It's numerical. What? No, it's not 30, like it's 30. Like, what? So it's just insane. I think that's one big weakness. So right straight through 30, I'll be out.
Nice. So aside from nudity, is there anything you wouldn't do as a performer?
No, I actually performed nude in the art college.
Okay.
So I'm just don't just let you know. But I'm a bit bigger now than I was.
Well, no, we don't plan to have it.
That's okay.
But yeah, is there any other things that you're uncomfortable? Like, for example, you said you're conscious of your accent. Would you ever play up your accent? Or
Yeah, I was just thinking this morning of Colin Farrell.
Mm-hmm.
It's very strange, the Colin Farrell phenomenon, because when he comes to America, he's different than the way he is back home.
Right.
So he's over here, he's playing up the whole hard drinker. He lives in a cottage, and
Right.
he doesn't talk like that, like what we call in real life back home. The accent he has here is fake. So
We always thought that, but now it's confirmed.
it's fake, and he's from a rich family.
Oh, wow.
So the whole background of
poser.
He doesn't really smoke or drink either.
Yeah. Great.
Nice.
Thanks for the heads up.
So just to let you know. So he's funny to do. It was doing a play of the strengths of the Irish. I was thinking of doing like a Colin Farrell instruction video, how to pick up women and self-defense in the pub, things like that.
That's fun. Nice.
I studied acting in high school, which was a long time ago, but I did the theater stuff and the musical stuff, and did a little bit of it in college, and then more recently I've been doing just like student films, little fan films and indie junk.
Okay. Could you describe one of the recent ones you've done? Or?
The last actual finished project I did was a Crow fan film called The Crow Purgatory.
Cool.
It's like a 10-minute thing, and I played a demon with a soul that came back for her former lover who had become one of the Crow guys.
Excellent. That sounds very deep and heavy.
It was, and I got to like do this whole scene where he shoots himself and there's blood, and then I shoot myself, and it was really nice.
Okay, now,
It's very traumatic.
now I'm bummed out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, it's online. You can watch it.
Excellent. Do you have any writing experience or just acting?
Like experience that I've actually used publicly? Nah, not really. But I'm working on like 4 screenplays that I just never seem to finish.
Okay. So is the writing aspect something you want to get into, or you just want to focus
Definitely.
on it?
I'd love to get into it.
Okay.
As a kid, we used to do skits. We'd do stuff that I couldn't do now, like Hijack Airlines, and it was like an advertisement for Hijack Airlines. So
It's kind of sad how it can't do
Yeah.
that stuff anymore. You know?
it was funny at the time.
funny.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because I still think it's funny too, but my friends don't. I mean, the stuff I like to watch, especially right now, I love Family Guy, I love American Dad. I love that Family Guy managed to work in a whole scene where they're talking about, oh no, Meg might be getting into drugs, and they're doing bondage while
Yeah,
discussing that.
yeah.
That's my favorite thing. The same word as banana. Love that. American Dad is funny just because it's so ridiculous, and they work in a lot of that kind of disgusting stuff. And I love The Simpsons, even if they are getting a little stale. I'm ashamed to say that I am known to occasionally watch Crank Yankers.
That's something to be ashamed of.
I can't, it's just puppets.
But I like the fact that you apologize.
I'm honest about it.
No, I can appreciate that. We have a good 12-step program.
It's not like I TiVo.
Oh, okay.
It's just if it's on, I'll
If
watch
you
it
have
on.
TiVo?
Yes.
Oh, bonus points for having TiVo.
I love TiVo.
See, you gotta get
I'm
that
behind
right.
the whole curve on that one.
I'm TiVo's bitch.
Oh.
It rules. Strengths, weaknesses. God, I don't know.
What do you, when you're performing, what do you feel like your better qualities, or what do you think you enjoy doing the most?
I enjoy, honestly, I tend to always, it seems like out there in terms of acting, everything is all very serious, and I have a hard time with the serious stuff because in my personal life, even if I break my leg, there's something funny about that. There's something I can find that's funny about that, and usually my friends, again, don't appreciate that I'm making jokes about my leg sticking out at a funny angle.
Have you broken your leg?
No.
Okay.
But I've done other things that are pretty awful, and I make jokes about it. So I think I definitely have a good sense of humor, and I have good timing, I believe.
Cool. So are you a cut-up to all your friends? You crack them up all the time, or do you have friends?
I do have friends.
Just checking.
I do have friends. I make jokes. A lot of it is more observational stuff.
Okay.
Um,
But would you say you're the comedian of the group, or would you say that you're surrounded by a comedian? You know,
I'm kind of surrounded by a lot of funny
Really?
people. At least my husband's friends, not so funny. But my friends are funny.
Cool. And then weakness, you said a hard time with like serious stuff.
To an extent.
Okay.
I get really, really paranoid and obsessive about remembering lines exactly how they're written. And that's, I would think, a good thing, but then a lot of times people are like, just ad-lib it, it's fine, it's just...
We do everything here verbatim, so I hope...
Liar.
Well,
I think the others are okay.
okay, so aside from nudity, is there anything you won't do as a performer?
Oh, yeah, sleep my way to the top.
Okay.
Sorry,
Oh,
man.
this interview.
I guess that involves nudity, so that's
Goodnye.
fine.
Goodbye. Can I have it there? Oh, well. That's fine.
And harm cute little animals, because I won't do
What if
that.
they're fake?
Oh, if they're fake, I'll do all kinds of things.
Oh, okay, cool. Were you more interested in acting or writing?
Writing.
Okay.
I can also do like sound production.
Excellent, okay.
So I used to work at San Jose State, a radio station.
Okay, cool.
So I was a disc jockey for about 4 years.
Okay, cool. And so you're mostly looking for writing then?
Writing.
Do you want to do any acting? or-
I could. I mean, I brought that the Home Drug Network script and I practiced it. So
Okay, cool. Well, we'll talk a little bit. Okay, what's your writing experience then?
writing, well, mostly for my radio show.
Okay, what was your radio show about?
It was a music show, played punk rock, but I would do little sketches and stuff.
Okay, you have an example of like one of the things you did?
You know what? I left the disc at home. I can send one via MP3 or something to you guys.
Okay, well, just tell me like.
Okay, well, we had this sort of running gag that my show was live from like the Russian Gulag. And so I would always, all my all the promotions for my show were like me confronting this, well, it wasn't really a Russian dictator. We created this country called Afghanistan. And Evgeny Chekhov was the dictator of this, and he had a German henchman. And basically it was me constantly trying to escape from the Gulag or interview him. And so I can do a Russian accent.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, if you'd like to hear it.
We would.
You'd like to hear it?
Just
All
go
right.
ahead.
Give me a second here. I got to think of some lines. If the United States does not give me all of its vodka, nuclear blast!
Cool.
Very nice.
That's good. That's
So-
very topical.
Well, I like to make fun of Russian accents.
This would have been me, I would have just said get moving squirrels.
There you go. Cool. Any other sketches that you did for the show, or any other writing style that you?
Well, I've written a whole feature-length comedy movie.
Okay. So you're familiar with the format, then? Familiar with the?
Yeah. Most of my writing's been alone. I've written with friends, and they've told me, they give me constructive criticism, that sort of thing, and I feel I can take it. That was one of my strong points at my current job. My boss said I had is that I can take constructive criticism well. So
So you have a thick skin, you think?
Yeah, I don't really get offended easily, and I know that if someone says, "Hey, look, it could be funnier if," or if you did this, I'll listen to people's advice.
How would you do that?
I think I could take something bizarre, and something you wouldn't necessarily think of as a funny situation, and maybe make it funny.
Good. Do you have an example?
Yeah, actually, I have a sketch in here that it's called Registered. And it's about a sex offender, a registered sex offender. But he's not really a bad guy. He got in trouble because he mooned someone, and a little girl walked off.
Oh.
But he still has to go around the neighborhood and tell everybody he's a sex offender. And so that leads to entertaining situations, because they never know what he does, because he never gets around to telling them.
They just slam the door and say,
Well, or various situations. I have the one in here. He moves next to a Christian family, and he goes in, and they're very nice, and and he starts doing things. There's a lot of kind of Austin Powers-esque moments where you think he's doing something perverted, but in reality, he's just hammering a nail into the wood. Being on the radio, you have to just be able to make stuff up. I guess you could perform, you could write down material, but that's never what I would do. I would just, go back to something I remembered, if it was somewhat relevant to a song I was playing, tell a story about it. Or if something happened to me over the weekend, I just relay it to the people.
Okay. So you put on your feet, a lot of improv.
Yeah, I love improv.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about your weaknesses? And let's go to writing first.
Writing? I have no weakness. No. That's hard. It's very hard for someone to tell you what their weaknesses are. If I had to think about it, I really love to use swearing, and I know I shouldn't. In fact, my first screenplay was riddled with swearing, but it was supposed to be like a clean, high school comedy. And so, when I rewrote it, I was like, wow, I use the F word a lot. So I
we're a clean,
family show.
Yeah.
I tend to follow that sort of crutch. What else?
Okay, what about performing?
Performing. I'm a radio guy. I'm not really up in front of people all the time.
Do you get a little stage fright?
Only around people I don't know. I had classes at San Jose State where you had to perform in front of people. Didn't have a problem. They were all my peers.
Right.
But then you get an audience out there. You don't know what they're thinking. What's going on. It was very intimidating. And I tried a little stand-up in 2002, a little bit, and didn't work out. I got a little too much stage fright. I went home, and I remember one failed night, and I went home and got completely wasted. So.
It happens to all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We pretty much do every sketch here wasted. So.
Oh, well, there you go.
makes it funnier.
That's great.
It's always funnier to us.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, aside from nudity, is there anything you won't do as a performer? Is there anything that's in topics that are...
No, I won't do snuff films.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, no, because we stopped doing stuff.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's just what they got.
Very 2004.
Oh, really? All right.
I mean, all the kids are home now, so it's just...
Yeah, well,
How do you feel about pantyhose?
Pantyhose? Love them. Love them.
But not in a snuff situation.
No.
Only over my head when I'm going to a liquor store.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, no, she said that, I hear she's easy. What? Oh, hey, what's up, guys? We're back. That was our casting episode. Hope you enjoyed the new recruits, the fresh meat. And just to see how they do after we brought them on, here's that special treat I was talking about earlier. I want to debut our Season 3 intro with new theme song and everything. So check it out. Hope you enjoy. And Season 3 is coming up soon. Make sure you check us out at www.moronlife.com. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
In our time of need, we seek those like ourselves. In our time of need, we seek those like ourselves.
Oh, hey, give me a call.
What's going on here? Children. In our time of need. Time of need. In our time of need. In our time of need, we seek those like ourselves.